Hi, my name is Heather Denton. I'm your instructor for Ed 484. This class is about language acquisition and educational linguistics. I'm going to spend a little introductory time here talking about the course and the texts and the work in the course, as well as a little bit about myself, just briefly. It is my first time teaching this class here at Western Oregon University, so I have taught it before for a long time. I've been teaching this sort of topic, so it's all quite familiar to me. And I've spent the past close to 10 years at another university nearby here in the valley, George Fox University, teaching the same sort of thing. So this class is geared toward really equipping teachers to walk into the classroom and understand the theoretical underpinnings that are happening with students as they are going through language learning. So we're talking specifically about language learners, and that can mean English first students. It can also mean students who are speaking different languages at home. And I'm going to shy away from first and second language acquisition because sometimes these students are in their third language acquisition depending on where they're coming from. I know that I've had a lot of students who have a village language and then a national language that they're speaking, and then English is their third language. It's just not at all uncommon. So language acquisition in a broader sense is what this class is geared towards preparing teachers for. The books that we have is How Languages Are Learned by Lightbound and Spada. And another one is called Essential Linguistics. And this one is by Freeman and Freeman. And these names, the names of these authors, are very well known in the area of applied linguistics. So I'm sure that they'll bring some very educated and up-to-date points of view about what's going on these days with language learning in the classroom. The main coursework that we're going to be doing is, of course, the weekly modules. Every week there will be some assignments that are due. And then there's a major assignment of a textbook analysis, and that's due towards the end of the class. And then there's a discourse journal that is due at the very end of the class. And the syllabus has some great detail about what those different assignments are composed of and how they will be scored and what you need to do. And so that syllabus is, as always, going to be your go-to to understand just what is being looked for. What is it that I need to do in this assignment? It will have a nice rubric of how to understand how it will be scored, so you can make sure that you're falling within the parameters of the purpose of the assignment. And also we have 5 face-to-face classes that will start on this Thursday. We're meeting in room 104 of the Richard Woodcock Education Center here at Western Oregon University. And that is from 5 p.m. to 7:50. And because the course is heavy on the theoretical and the research side of it, the face-to-face parts are really going to be geared more towards bringing the practical and seeing how these things walk themselves out in the classroom, because we don't want to get lost in the theory and the research without some very clear, very clear connection to what's happening in the classroom. That theory and research is not worth much if you can't make sense of it when you're teaching. So when you come on Thursday, I want you to bring your questions, bring your inquiries, bring your why is this done or why isn't this done. Bring your observations, bring findings that you've had, specific students who have made you like, why is that student doing that? Or what is that? Why won't that student speak? What can I do? Is that normal? All of those questions. And if you've looked into some things, bring your findings. It's also good to have will be an intimate discussion group, about 6 of us. To have different points of view will really, I think, make this class richer rather than just being the online reading and reflecting, which is also obviously valuable, but even more so when you can establish kind of a small learning community around how this stuff impacts what we're doing in the classroom. The official title of this course and its description is that we will be exploring current theory and research in language acquisition and issues in linguistics applied to ESOL, which is English to Speakers of Other Languages, if you haven't heard that before, bilingual education, dual language immersion, and historical and current theories of language learning, the developmental stages of language learning, factors that influence language learning, and also concepts such as phonology, morphology, syntax, semantics, pragmatics, and mainly as those are applied to what's happening in the classroom. So the limits on those types of concepts will be very much applied to what's going on in the classroom, and that's the whole goal, is to apply this theory to how it is that you'll be working with it. And I'm looking forward to meeting you on Thursday, and looking forward to getting to know each one of you and hearing about the circumstances where you're teaching right now, or where you want to be teaching, or where you will be teaching, or where you have taught. Looking forward to meeting you all. All right? Looking forward to Thursday. We'll see you later.